everyone and welcome. Today's project is going to be an adjustable dog collar. I will be using a Thane adapter for this collar. If you are not familiar with an adapter, I'll leave a link below. I show you guys how you can make your own and where you can get your supplies. So for this project I will be using all 550 paracord. The colors that I'm going to be using are, I have my double cow's hitch hooked up to banana pink. And if you are not familiar with how to do a double cow's hitch, I'll leave a link below for that. I show you guys how to do it for an adjustable collar as well as how to do it for a quick release buckle. Some of you guys have asked why I don't include this part into my video, and I try to keep my videos as short as possible, and also I find giving you guys the option of making it as a adjustable collar like I am today or a quick release buckle collar, you have that option to know how to do both, and that's another reason why I like to do the video that I made for the double cow's hitch. So again, I have 550 paracord in banana pink for the double cow's hitch. The other cords that I'm going to be using are, I am using a secondary cord of banana pink as well as banana. I'm using a glow-in-the-dark yellow, and I'm using white. The next cord that I'm going to be adding is the glow-in-the-dark cord, and what I want to do here is you can loosen up your cow's hitches to make it a little bit easier to push your cord through the two cow's hitches, and I am using a paracord needle. If you don't have one, it's quite alright. You can melt the tip of your cord and you create a hard cap to be able to push through. So I'm going to go right in between both cow's hitches, and I'm going to pull this to the other side. And I'll bring the middle to the top of my work. The next cord that I'm going to add is the other banana pink, and what I want to do here is just what I did with the glow-in-the-dark cord. I'm going to go right in between these two cow's hitches and bring this to the other side and bring the middle to the top of my work. The next cord that I'm going to add is the white, and what I want to do here is I'm going to go, I'd like to go in between this first cow's hitch, underneath this first stitch to the left, underneath the second stitch, and come up the second cow's hitch through the middle. So I'm going to go right in the middle, go underneath the two stitches towards the left, and come up that second cow's hitch, bring this to the other side and the middle to the top of my work. The next cord that I'm going to add is the banana, and what I want to do here is just what I did with the white. I'm just going to go in between this first cow's hitch, underneath the two stitches towards the left, and come up this second cow's hitch. So I'm going to go in the middle, and then underneath those two stitches towards the left, bring it to the other side. There we go, and then I'm going to take the middle to the top of my work. Okay, once you have your cords all at the top in the middle, you can tighten everything up, double check your measurements just to make sure nothing moved around. You can also roll up your cord ends if you'd like. When I'm working with multiple of the same color, like I am with the banana pink, I have my banana pink that I did my double cow's hitch rolled up small on both sides, and then the banana pink that I added later on I have rolled up big, so that helps me figure out which one I'm going to grab at what time. And once that's all taken care of, we can get started. So I'm going to be starting off on my right side with my smaller bundle of banana pink. And what I want to do here is I want to go underneath this first cord, right up the middle, and then over this second cord. So I'm going to go underneath my first cord, which is on my right underneath, and then up through the middle, and then over that second cord, which is on my left. Next, I want to take my smaller bundle of banana pink on my left side, and I want to go underneath my cord that I just worked. I'm going to go underneath this first cord, which is now on my left, right up the middle, and then over this second cord. So I'm going to go underneath, right up the middle, and then over. Next, I'm going to take the glow-in-the-dark cord on my right. And what I want to do here is I'm going to go underneath all of my work and right up the middle. And then I have this loop on my right side. I'm going to go down that loop. So I'm going to take my glow-in-the-dark on my right side, and I'm going to go underneath, right up the middle, and then down this loop that I made on my right side. Take the one on your left now, and you're going to go underneath, right up the middle, but down this loop that you made on your left. So go underneath, right up the middle, and then down this loop on my left. Next, I'm going to take the larger bundle of the banana pink, and what I want to do here is, actually, I'm going to find these two horizontal banana pink cords that are directly in the middle of my work. I'm going to take my larger bundle of banana pink on my right side. I want to go over these two horizontal cords and around, and then out the right. So I'm going to take the one on my right and go over, and then around, and then out my right. Take the one on the left now. You're going to go over and around, but out your left. So go over and around and out the left. Next, I'm going to take the white cord, and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I just did with the two banana pink cords. I'm going to go with my right cord of white. I'm going to go over and around those two horizontal pieces and out my right. So go over and around, out the right. Take the one on the left now, go over and around, but out your left. So go over and around and out the left. Then I'm going to take my, so this cord is banana, but I'm going to call it yellow just because I got the banana pink, and I'm afraid I'm going to get something twisted up here. So I'm just going to call the banana cord yellow. And what I want to do with the yellow cord is the exact same thing that I did with the white. I'm going to take the one on the right, I'm going to go over those two horizontal pieces and out my right. So go over and around and out the right. Take the one on the left, go over and around, but out your left. And then you can tighten it up. Once you have it nice and tight, we can start that weave all over again. I'm going to be starting off on my right side. I'm going to take my smaller bundle of banana pink, and I'm going to go underneath the first cord, right up the middle, and then over that second cord. Take the smaller bundle of banana pink on your left side and go underneath the cord that you just worked. You're going to go underneath this first cord now that is on your left, right up the middle, and then over. Next, you're going to take your glow-in-the-dark on your right side. You're going to go underneath all of your work and right up the middle. And then you have your loop right here on your right. You're going to go down that loop. Take the one on the left. You're going to go underneath all of your work right up the middle. And then you have your loop on the left side, and you're going to go down that loop. Next, I'm going to find those two horizontal banana pinks in the middle. I'm going to take my larger bundle of banana pink on my right side, and what I want to do is I'm going to go over those two horizontal pieces, around, and then out my right. So you're on the right side of your working cord. Next, I'm going to take the larger bundle of banana pink on my left. I'm going to go over and around and out the left. I'll be on the left side of my working cord. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the white. Take the one on the right, go over and around, and you come up on the right side of your working cord. Take the one on the left, go over and around, be on the left side of your working cord, and do the same with the yellow. Take the one on the right, go over and around and out the right. Take the one on the left, go over and around and out the left, and then tighten it up. Once you have it nice and tight, we're just going to do that weave all over again. I'm going to start off on my right with my smaller bundle of banana pink. Go underneath, right up the middle, and then over. Take the one on the left, go underneath the cord that you just worked, go underneath that first cord, right up the middle, and then over. Take your glow in the dark on your right, go underneath your work, right up the middle, down that loop on your right. Take the one on the left, go underneath, right up the middle, down that loop on the left. Find those two horizontal pieces. Take your larger bundle of banana pink, go over and around those two horizontal pieces and out the right. Take the one on the left, go over and around and out the left. Do the same with the white. Take the one on the right, go over those two horizontal pieces, around and out the right. Take the one on the left, go over and around, out the left. And again with the yellow, take the one on the right, go over those two horizontal pieces, around and out the right. Take the one on the left, go over and around, out the left, and then tighten it up. So I went down a few more weaves so you can see a larger portion done, and this is what it's starting to look like, and I'm just going to continue the same weave all the way down. When I get to the end, I'll show you guys how I do my tie off and what it looks like when I attach the Thane adapter. Alright, I'm at the end of my collar and I took it off the jig, and now I want to weave in my ends. So the ones that I'm going to weave in are the ones that are coming directly out of the top of the collar, and the two that are coming out of the side, we'll cut and melt them where they are. So I'm going to start with my banana pink on my right side, and you have a gap in between your work and your two cow's hitches. You have a gap, and you're going to be putting your banana pink through that gap and just pull it towards the back. I'm going to do the other banana pink on my left side as well as the two white cords. And for the yellow cord, we're going to go in between the two cow's hitches. You have a small hole there, and that's where you'll be putting that cord. So I have my banana pink and my white cords going through that spot between the double cow's hitches and your work. Now I want to take the yellow cord or the banana cord, and I want to go through this small hole in between the two cow's hitches. I'm just going to take my cord through that hole, and I'm going to do both banana cords. Okay, once you have all of that taken care of, you can tighten everything up, and we can cut and melt our ends. So I like to start on the side, and I'm going to cut them about half an inch up, maybe a quarter inch up from the collar. It's more like a half an inch. I'm going to fray them out. And then I will melt them where they are, and then squish them down with my knife. So I'm going to start with the top one. Try not to let it catch on fire. It does happen. And then I'll squish that down. I will do the one on the bottom now. And I'll squish that one down. I'll do the same for the opposite side. For the middle cords, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with my white cords that are on the bottom, and I'm going to do one at a time. I will start with the one all the way to the left. I'm going to cut it just a little bit longer than what I did for my sides. I'm going to fray it out. And then I will melt that and squish it down. I'm going to hold all of these other cords out of the way. I'm going to melt it. And then I'm going to squish that down. Next, I will do my other white cord all the way to my right, and then I will do my two outer cords, which are the banana pink, and then last I will do the yellow banana cords. And I'm going to do them all one at a time in that order. If you do them one at a time, you can hold these other cords out of the way while you burn it. Once you've finished that, you can hook up your collar to your adapter and use it as is. But for my collars, I like to put clear non-foaming Gorilla Glue on all the ends that I melted. And you don't need a whole bunch of it. It is waterproof. And I just put some around all the spots that I melted, and then I will smear it around with my finger. And I've never had any of my collars come apart that I know of. Nobody's ever said anything, and this is the way I like to do it. Some people like to weave in their cords into the back of their collar and then cut and melt them. I find this way the easier way for me. I'm going to let this dry, and then once it's dry, I'll let you guys see what it looks like with the Biothane attached.